Hey guys, JR here from SRG, and today I'm going to take you through the process of building your very own set of pace counting beads, also known as Ranger beads. Okay, let's start making your beads. So a couple things that you're going to need before we get started is you're going to need to cut a length of paracord that's, let's say 28 inches is what we're going to work today. All right, 26 inches will actually work. We're going to go a little bit longer, just give ourselves a little bit of extra space at the top, and you'll see why at the end. Okay, so you're going to need to cut a 28-inch length of paracord, and then you're going to need to go ahead and cauterize the ends so that way they don't fray on us. All right, and then you're going to need to take the internals out. So you're going to need to go ahead and fish out the guts from the inside of the paracord and pull them all out. Take one of these guts and set it aside. It's going to help us add our beads to the actual paracord. So the rest of the guts you can put off to the side. Save one strand for use later in the project. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and make these even. All right, bring both the ends even. We're just going to make a simple overhand knot. And we're going to put it as close to the end as possible here. All right. Okay, just like that. We're going to go ahead and cinch that down. All right, so you have an overhand knot in the end. All right, now we're going to take our piece of gut material here. We're going to loop it through the other end, the end opposite of the knot. And we are going to go ahead and match up the ends so that they're even. All right, and then we're going to take 9 beads and we're going to string them through here. All right, so we'll just keep fishing them all the way through here. Now I find that this paracord right here seems to fray really easy. So what you might want to do is cauterize the end of that too. It might just be this paracord, because I have other paracord where it's not as fluffy as this. I don't know. Typically it's not this fluffy. Maybe it's just the paracord that I bought. So what I'm going to do now So there you have it. So now you have 9 beads and they're on our piece of gut that's been looped through the end here. All we're going to do now is just pull them on. They should slide on. They should be snug, but they should slide on with just a little bit of effort. Okay, we're going to slide them all the way down to the end there. We can take our piece of gut out. Alright, our next step is going to be to take about 1 to 2 inches from the last bead to where we're going to tie our next overhand knot. Alright, you can use a couple fingers to space it if you wish. I'm going to go just a little bit more than 2 fingers, and we're going to go ahead and work another overhand knot. Alright, these are just going to serve as a stopper for the beads. Okay, so there's my next overhand knot. So now we have a knot, 9 beads, a 2-inch gap, another overhand knot. All right, now we're going to go ahead and string on a few more beads. I'm actually going to grab a different piece of, you can see the difference here. This is my standard paracord. And this is from a different kind of paracord that I bought. So the skinnier one seems to be more standard. I'm not sure why this is so fluffy on this one, but I'm going to switch out, so make it a little bit easier. Alright, so we're going to match up our ends again, and we're going to add 5 more beads over here. Okay, definitely a lot easier with this other paracord. Okay, so now we have 5 more beads, and all we're going to do is just go ahead and pull them on. Piece of cake. Alright, I'm going to take the gut out. Alright, and our next step is going to be another 1.5 to 2 inches of gap, and then we're going to tie another overhand knot to finish up. Alright, so we're going to do this. Try to make this as clean as possible. Okay, there you have it. We have our set of pace counting beads, or ranger beads. So we have an overhand knot, 9 beads, a couple inch gap, another overhand knot, 5 beads, another couple inch gap, our last overhand knot, and a loop right here which is going to allow you to secure it to your pack or wherever you want, or your belt loop, or wherever you want to attach it. Alright, that's it. That's all there is to it. Fairly simple. The hardest part is finding the beads, I have to tell you. Finding the right size beads. Once you find them, it's a simple project. Alright. Alright, you guys. Now that you know how to make your set of beads, let's talk about how we're actually going to use them. First step is we need to determine what our 100-meter pace count is. And we're going to do that by measuring out 100 meters, or go to your local track. It's usually the straightaway. They usually have it marked. But we need to know what 100 meters is. From there, we're going to go ahead and walk at a normal pace, not fast, not slow, and we're going to count every other step. So assuming we take our first step with our left, we're going to count our right. And we're going to keep counting each right step until we cross the final 100-meter mark. Take that number and remember it. Now what we're going to do is repeat that 3 or 4 more times and then come up with an average. Alright, and that's going to be your pace count. Now you can use these to keep track of distance for whatever purpose suits you. If you're out, like for me, I'm going to be doing an orienteering event this weekend. That's why I decided to shoot this video while I was making some for myself. And we're going to have some known distances and using our compass and our map to navigate. These will just help us keep track of the distance traveled. So how it's going to work is you'll start navigating, keeping track of your pace count. When you hit your number, you pull one bottom bead down. Alright, and we're going to keep repeating that. Every time we hit our number again, we're going to pull another one down. So by the time we get to our last bead up here, we've gone 900 meters. Once we hit our 10th one, we pull the top one down. This means we've gone 1,000 meters. From there, we reset the lower set of 9 beads and start over again. Start our count again, okay? So assuming that we've got through all these again, we're going to pull the second one down. Now we've gone 2,000 meters. Alright, it's as simple as that. And once you fill them up to the bottom, you just go ahead and reset them back up to the top. Alright, so now you know how to make it, you know how to use it. If you have any questions, or if you can't find the beads and you'd like to just buy one, I'm going to be selling some leftover ones on my site. Leftover ones from making this video. And they're like $5 or something, so it's not that expensive. That's it. I hope you find this useful, and look forward to having more tutorials in the future for you. Give us a like on Facebook and also on YouTube. SRG USA. Thanks. Take care.